After parental alienation and losing your child in a custody battle, is it still possible to reunify? Well, let's talk about that today on Tips on Teens. My name is Kent Toussaint. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I specialize in helping kids, teens, and families live happier lives. I lead two organizations, Teen Therapy Center and the nonprofit 501c3 organization, Child and Teen Counseling, both here in Woodland Hills, California. Every Wednesday at noon, I jump onto Facebook Live to answer your parenting questions. Let's answer today's. My husband and I got divorced a little while back. I lost custody of my daughter. Unfortunately, a lot of lies were told about me in court and to my daughter. Now the court is mandating reunification therapy. How do I turn the narrative around about me that has been told to my daughter? Thank you very much for your question. My heart goes out to you and your daughter and your family. This is never an easy situation for anyone. It's a really tough slog, and it's not an easy fix. First thing you want to consider is when you decide on a reunification therapist, this reunification therapist should probably meet with your daughter individually several times. I don't know if that's 3 times, 6 times. I don't know what that number is. It depends on the need for your daughter to feel safe with that therapist. Because right now, whether it was your fault or not your fault, she doesn't trust you. She doesn't feel safe with you. And again, we wish that wasn't the case, but that's the case. We have to deal with that. But we need her to feel safe with her therapist. So once she has that safety, and they have kind of set some boundaries of what they want, what your daughter needs to get this situation going, then you join the session, and your daughter is prepared and ready for that. Because your daughter is going to come into that session arms folded, angry, resentful, avoidant, whatever that may be. She's scared of this process, and there could be a lot of different reasons. Number one, based on her personal experiences. Number two, based on what she's been told. There could be a lot of feelings of, hey, things are okay now. I like the way it is. I don't want to upset the apple cart. Allowing you back in my life is scary. Even if you're not a physical danger, you're not harm to her, emotionally, it may be really terrifying to her to open that door back up, because in her mind, the fear is, I can get disappointed again. I could get, heartbroken again. I can get hurt again in some way. Also, if there's parental alienation going on, there could be a lot of, well, I need to protect my other parent, because if I accept you, I'm hurting the parent who's been so good to me over the last year, or whatever that is. And for a child or a teenager, that can be really confusing, and it's hard, and this is going to be a marathon. But when you start the process of reunification therapy, don't defend yourself. Stay positive, stay warm, stay loving. Don't talk about the other parent. Don't talk about the injustices that happened to you. This is very challenging, because this has been a big part of your life, and you just want to explain your point of view to your daughter, but she's not in a place where she can hear it. She doesn't trust you. So anything you say is going to come across as you're lying, you're misconstruing something, you're trying to manipulate me. So you just want to stay positive, loving, and accepting, so you can start repairing that trust little by little with the therapist's help. And it's challenging. I wish there was an easy way to do this, and this can take a long time. Also, we have to determine how old is your daughter. I don't really know the age of your daughter, but her maturity level. Where is she at maturity-wise? If a 17-year-old is going to deal with it much different than a 7-year-old. And also depending on what's going on in their lives. So there's a lot going on here. But what I would say is, don't give up. If this is your reality, you feel you've been wronged, you feel that lies have been told about you, you feel like you are a good, loving, competent parent, keep showing up that way. Keep taking the higher ground. It's not, in these sessions, it's not about your feelings and what you need. It's all about what she needs. And it's going to be a while for her to get used to this process, but if you keep showing up, it's like a feral cat that you're trying to warm up to. That feral cat is not going to come eat out of your hand the first day. You have to put food near her, and slowly lure her. Lure is probably not the best word, but earn her trust towards you until she's sitting in your lap and she's purring. But that could take a while, and you just have to be patient. I wish there was an easy way around this. But unfortunately, when there's parental alienation, most often it's the kids who suffer the most, and it's horrible. But this is your situation. I wish it was different. So make sure you find a good therapist who understands kids and teens, who can take a neutral point of view, because that therapist, again, doesn't know all the details. That therapist wasn't there. That therapist didn't see it firsthand. The therapist got your point of view, got dad's point of view, maybe even getting your daughter's point of view. Where the objective truth is, could be somewhere in the middle. I don't know. It's not for us to decide. As therapists, it's not for us to tell you who the right parent is and who the wrong parent is. It's our job to create the environment where there's safety for respectful and honest communication, and then you guys decide what you want. Anyways, my heart goes out to you again. It's a really tough situation. Good luck to you. Again, my name is Kent Toussaint with Teen Therapy Center and Child and Teen Counseling. If you'd like me to answer one of your questions here on Tips on Teens, email us at tipsonteens@teentherapycenter.com, or you can direct message us here on Facebook, Instagram. We love your questions. Keep them coming. I will see you next Wednesday at noon. Bye-bye, guys.